like, how do you really prepare that way you're ready for just about anything? Whether
I can't even sugarcoat it anymore. I have seen so many tragedies and so many thousands of dollars lost over people trying to escape out on $100. One of the biggest things is travel insurance. I mean, it's sad.
I might be one of those people.
They will leave you in port with a freaking broken limb, like a heart attack. Like they're like, see ya, because the ship doesn't want you. And once you're really hurt, if you're really, really hurt or sick or have like a really bad condition, they will just kick you off the ship. And whatever port
and leave you wherever.
Leave you wherever.
And how do you get home?
You don't, unless you have travel insurance, or because you can't even get home if you're if there's a serious medical condition and a broken arm they can handle, but like a broken leg, a little bit different because you never know if it's a femur. That's like a huge thing, and that happens. People slip, people fall, people are looking up. Accidents happen on ships, and believe me, no one ever thinks it's going to happen to them. But every single cruise, there is a tragedy.
Okay, so we were on the cruise ship for maybe half an hour. Kids got on the balcony. There's a little lip between that. My son slips over the lip, kind of catches him and hits his lip right on the bed.
Poor baby.
Splits his lip. We have to go to the doctor. He was a trooper. But yeah, stuff happens. I'm one of those people. I can tell you it happened.
Oh yeah, it happens. And what happens when it's serious is that that the ship doesn't want you as a liability. They really can't help you. So they just get you off the ship, like as soon as you're in port. And if it's really bad, they'll like go to a different port just to drop you off. If you don't have travel insurance, you can't fly home. There's no airlifting. And I've literally, let's say hypothetically, because you can't talk about these things after they're done. But hypothetically, I've been in situations where I've seen people, major issues, injuries, and because they don't have travel insurance, they're stuck in that country until they're medically fit to fly. So you're talking about not only paying for all your medical bills, because nothing's covered out there, but you're in a third world country in a hospital that you don't want to be in. You don't have any family, especially if it's a singles trip, it's you and just by yourself, right? And then you have to have your family goes there, and then they will not fly you until you're medically fit to fly. And there's a lot of bull that goes on there because
sorry, this is what you can say whatever you want on this one.
Because you end up like having these third world countries, some of them want to keep you there because they want your money. It's really tricky. So
travel insurance, and you're talking about the medical stuff. What about cancellation and stuff?
That's all travel insurance. You don't need to overthink it. You just have to get the travel insurance. There is MedJet Vac, I actually invested in this year for our family, because we're going out to like Europe and stuff like that at some point internationally. If we're not just Florida, when we go out internationally, they will fly us anywhere back to any hospital we want from anywhere in the world. And that was like, that cost? I think it was like $500 for the 2 years for the three of us. It was nothing.
Oh, so it's not a material
Well, I think it's probably double for like regular people, but travel agent discounts.
Fine,
but even so, yeah, exactly. Wow. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. And people do not realize, because like you said, accidents happen, but ultimately you want not only accidents. I don't want to have to be forced to stay in a third world country and be at their hospital. Yeah, that is not cool. So it's serious. And nowadays you are just a number. They do not care.
All right. So travel insurance, what another best practice that you
yearly travel insurance. So I tell people, if you travel more than 3 times a year, and especially if you're over 50, because travel insurance prices are based on age and the amount of cost of the trip, basically. A little bit of residency as well. But those are the 2 big factors. So once you start to get over 50, you really, and 60 and 70, my gosh, they start to really hike up the prices. But the yearly trip insurance that we have is not based on age. So whether it's you or me or a 70-year-old, they're all getting the same price. I don't know why that is, but it is. And you'll save gazillion dollars if you just do the yearly package. But then I would supplement it with the MedJet, just because it only covers a certain amount for medical evacuation.
That's amazing info. I knew nothing about this. Yeah. It usually won't go bad, but when it goes bad, it goes really
real
bad
real quick. Yeah. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, it's just absurd. Sure.